Hey guys, my name is Anna Catherine Peel and I'm a 3rd grade teacher in the Gulfport School District at Pastoral Elementary School. Today we're going to be looking at Standard 3.OA.7 and specifically focusing on the multiplication facts with the number 8. So what you have on the screen now is multiplication facts without the answer. They're from all multiplying by 8, starting with 1, going to 10. So I want you to pause the screen and I want you to just write all of these problems down on a piece of paper and solve them before the timer goes off. Alright, the time is up, and so now what we're going to do is go over them. You have, your first problem is 8 times 1. Well, 8 times 1 equals 8. 5 times 8 equals 40. 8 times 8 equals 64. 6 times 8 equals 48. 9 times 8 equals 72. 8 times 4 equals 32. 8 times 10 equals 80. 8 times 7 equals 56. 2 times 8 equals 16, and 3 times 8 equals 24. So take this minute, pause the screen again if you need to, and check over your answers. If you missed any problems, or if you ever come across a multiplication problem that you are unsure of what to do, you can always draw equal groups. So here I've actually drawn out 8 groups of 3. What I like to think of when I see that multiplication sign is the words groups of. So you literally have 8 groups of 3. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups have been drawn. And there are 3 stars in each group. It doesn't have to be stars. You could have done tally marks, circles, squares. It doesn't matter what is in those circles as long as there's only 3 of them. And you have 2 options now. You can either count out the stars or you can count by 3s. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count out every star. And when we get our total, that means that's our answer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 8 times 3 equals 24. This is a quick way to do it on a piece of paper, and always go over a problem if you're having trouble with it. You can also look at it as an array. So with an array, you have rows, they go side to side, and columns, they go up and down. So we have rows, and we have columns. I did 2 groups of 8, so 2 rows, and there's 8 in each row. And here you can either count by 2s, you could count by 8s, or you can count each star. Let's go ahead and count by 2s this time. So I'm going to count the columns. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 2 times 8 equals 16. That's drawing an array. Once again, it doesn't have to be a star. It can be circles. It can be tally marks. I personally think circles are the easiest to do, or rectangles. You can do a number line, so you can start at 0 and you can count, you can do 8 groups of 10, so we're going to count by 10s 8 times. So I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to say 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's count how many bumps we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to need 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to write the numbers under it. 50, 60, 70, and 80. And you always want to make sure you have your 8 bumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 times 10 is 80. And one last strategy is you can do repeated addition. So we have 8 times 4, or 8 groups of 4. So I'm actually going to count by 4 8 times. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Let's check and see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is a strategy, and then when you add them all together, 8 times 4 is going to equal 32. When you add 4 plus 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 4, adding that 4 8 times, you're going to get 32. These are just a few strategies. I would go ahead and I would just practice, practice, practice. Practice is going to be the best way to learn your multiplication facts. Good luck, and thank you for joining me.